Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Professor Sistrunk, and I'm reaching out to the student body. Okay, students, there have been some major changes on the Cisco platform, and I want to get everyone geared into and understanding what's happening with Cisco. I got quite a few students who right now taking classes in Cisco, but I want to make sure that the entire student body understand the many changes that's going on with Cisco. And they are great and magnificent changes. I love it. So, we are part of what we call the Cisco Networking Academy. You can see it right here. Cisco also had another platform, which we used to say was the free platform, where people can go take classes on that platform, and it was called Skills for All. So, the Networking Academy platform and the Skills for All platform has just completed a merge, meaning both of them are under Cisco. Cisco just brought them both together and said, well, we got all these different platforms, brought them together. I don't really know if that's why they did it, but I'm glad that they did do it because it is magnificent. So I'm going to show you some stuff on here right now about the Cisco platform, and I just want you guys to engage it, look into it, and if you have any questions about it, reach out to me so I can help you along through the process. But it's a really, really good process to go through, but it's really good because Cisco is doing a lot of work out there for anybody who want to learn about IT or technology, networking, programming, security. Cisco is really helping out. And I really love what the Cisco people are doing, especially the ones in the Network Academy, because they have always been helping us out with these particular platforms or classes. So let's just take a look around, and this will feed into a larger picture of me constantly talking about the different courses that's out there. So let's just look around. So I just said to you that Cisco Networking Academy and Skills for All are now merged together. So what is this, Professor? Well, when you type in Skills for All, what you're going to notice is you're going to have a plethora of classes that you can learn from. So if you click on this Explore button right here, just come put your mouse point over it, hover over it, you're going to see all different type of classes. And in these particular classes, all of these classes are free. Anyone, anywhere in the world can take these classes. Of course, as long as they have an internet connection and they also have the discipline to do it. I mean, you got an internet connection and you got the discipline to do it, you can walk through these classes. These classes are to skill you up to a level of understanding the technologies that we consistently use every day, but may not know anything about behind the wheel. Now, we teach most of these classes, if not all of them, but we teach it from the academy point of view. And in the academy point of view, they give you everything. Well, Cisco is now taking that and just merging all of it together and saying, hey, we want people to have this so they can begin to develop themselves and learn. Two of the most important things that I like on this particular platform, you will see over here where it is talking about the junior cybersecurity analyst and the network technician. I'm just going to talk about the network technician because I'm going to do a lot of video logs on that, because for those of you who will go through this, sign up for it and go through it and learn it absolutely free, I am going to be producing video logs so you can get a chance to see how to walk through this particular material. Remember, it's free, people, and take advantage of free. But it's going to skill you up, and you will see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to click on the one that we call Network Technician. Give me just a second here, because everything is jumping fast. Now, once I click on Network Technician, of course, it teleports me to that particular course. Now, you have to build an account. As you can see, This is under my name. This is my account. I'm a learner in here. And you can see the actual course, Network Technician. Let me stop for a minute and say this. Every one of my students should know something about a network. Whether you are in CIS 101, CNS 105, whatever you are in, everyone should know something about network. It's something we use every day. We have refrigerators connected to networks, cell phones connected to networks, watches connected to networks. You should know how a network functions. No matter what discipline you're going into, you should have information about networks to understand them. And as you can see, this is a 70-hour course for beginners. You can get a certification. The certification that you will get in this course is called Network Technician Career Path, prepares you for the entry-level Cisco Certified Support Technician. That's what I really like about this. You can get an entry-level certification. Now let's say, for instance, you are a student who study nursing. That puts you in a hospital situation where you're around a bunch of patients and your career is in nursing, but you want to have a side hustle on the side. You learn this network technician course, and then you go to the IT team and just let them know at the whatever particular hospital you're at and say, hey, I know about networking, I studied it, I have a certification in it, and I want to do some of this work to make some extra money. That's what we call a side hustle. You doing your regular nursing job and you making money on the side doing IT. Why not have that skill set? Who wants to work for the rest of their life when they can do a little work, get out of the work, and then begin to, enjoy life? But I digress. Let me move on. You can see with this certification here, you can get a network technician support job, you can get an entry help desk technician job, and IT support specialist job. Now people, let me say this to you. These jobs are entry-level jobs, but the more you stay in the field, the more you'll learn and the more you'll be able to promote up, and then maybe the more certifications you want to go after. For my students who going specifically into IT, not the nursing field or something like that, but going into the IT world, this is your entry-level course. This course should be studied first so you can get a general knowledge of networking. A lot of people say, well, I can just learn a CCNA or Cisco Certified Networking Associate to get that information. You could, but this course right here is dynamic because the Cisco CCNA course has multiple courses attached to it. And for those students who don't know what I'm talking about, my IT people know what they're talking about. Have multiple courses attached to it. Well, this course is specifically created to get you that entry-level knowledge to where you can specifically understand what you're going through and move into the course. That's why I like this course. And I've been pushing for a course like this for years. Now, as you can see, the many different disciplines that you learn in this course is networking basics. You learn networking devices and initial configuration. You learn networking addressing and basic troubleshooting. And then you learn network support and security. So it covers all the points that need to be covered in the networking world. And that's why I like that. Now I'm going to talk about the security class later on as I move through these courses. But right now, this networking course is spot on, dynamic for those who really want to get an understanding of network. And it's not a lot of information that's hard and that you have to struggle through. And plus, you're going to have me walking you through it anyway. So enjoy. Also, it teaches you about network technician career path, the exam, getting you prepared for the exam, having you actually take the exam that's in here. And the exam is not easy, but it's not super hard like all the other certification exams are. So be mindful of that. And also, it gets you to a point where you are part of a community now. So I just wanted to introduce this to you, but let's go into one of the particular classes. So if I, as an individual, was learning this course, I want to make sure that you can really get a thorough understanding. I am going to walk through this. So if I click on Networking Basics, which is the first course, I want to make sure you get a thorough understanding. Now, if I'm moving too fast for you, just, shoot me an email and say, hey, Professor, can we talk about this, or can we go more into depth with it? You know me, I'm going to go into it. Or just put something down in my chat saying, I don't understand this, and I'll bring it up in the next video log that I produce. So always remember, when you put things into my chat, it comes directly to me, but no one else can see it. It'll just be me and you having that conversation, okay? So this first course that you go through, as you can see, it's free. It's 22 hours, beginners, 13 labs, and you can do it at a self-pace. I'm going to create video logs for it. All you got to do is watch the video log. It tells you a little bit about this. The internet is built on computer networks, so no matter what kind of tech career you are interested in, it is essential to know something about networking. I don't care if you're going into programming. I really don't care if you're going into security, all the different disciplines inside of IT. The foundation is to understand networking. That's where you get started. That's when you start connecting all the dots. Okay. It also will give you a plethora of badges in here, of achievements, and you'll leave with a certificate that shows you completed this particular course. So if you just took this course and no other course, you got a certificate. Something that you can put in your LinkedIn profile, and something that you can also put in your on your resume. So these are good things. Moving along, it talks about the multiple chapters in here that I'm going to explore. We're going to talk about communication in a connected world, network components, types and connections, wireless and mobile, building your own home network. Each and every one of you have a home network, but you should know how to secure it and build it out to be a robust, strong network, because who would want to get hacked? Please don't hack me, please. But it also tests your skill set by having these checkpoints where you can see if you really learned the material. You got communication principles, networking, media in here, a lot of different chapters that will cover networking, and I'm gonna go through all of them. And like it says, it has 13 labs in here. 13 labs. Now the labs are a mixture of, yes indeed, packet tracer and also labs, but they are something you should know. Now, like I said, I'm gonna walk through this with you, so you're gonna be a-okay. But let's take a look at the first chapter in here. One of the things that's important, you have my knowledge check. Now this is just beta, but it's a bunch of test questions to see what you already know. Take it, see what you know, and see what you do not know, and then you can say, oh, I really need to get into this if I don't know a lot. So if you're scoring anywhere between 50 and 60, you know you need to go through it. But I tell anybody, if you're hitting 70%, you pretty much got a real good idea of the networking world. But if you're not hitting that 70% without cheating, if you're not hitting that 70%, you need to go and go through this course, because this is mission critical for those who are going to be in the IT industry, and for those who are just learning about it, this will be very helpful to you. So let's go ahead and click on introduction and see what we can get out of the introduction. So I'm going to click on resume course. I already went through all this material. I always test out material to make sure I get a real thorough understanding on the different platforms that we are engaged with: Cisco, Microsoft, AWS, Google. We want to make sure we know what's out there. So as you can see in here, it's a lot of material in here. I am going to start covering this, but I just wanted you to get a flash point on where I'm headed with this. This is good. Do me a favor, take a look at it. Tell me what you think about it. You can either send me an email or you can put some in my chat on this particular YouTube video log, and we'll talk about it. But be prepared for my next video log that I'm going to send out about this, because don't worry, I'm going to make sure you understand what you need to know about this material. But I'm going to send this out to all the students, my students who are actually in the field working now, so I can get their opinion about what they think about it, and my students who have no idea about this, and I want to get their opinion because I think this is really good. This is Professor Cisco, and I'm going to cut it off right now, and I'll see you in the next video log.